Good morning. It's a big blue sky outside today. Good morning. It's a big blue sky outside today. Good morning. Good morning. I think I'm reaching a point where I have too much tech nearly. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's good. Can people hear me? I hope so. I do hope so. I do hope so. Good morning we have Stefan and Elaine, my mum and dad, definitely two biggest fans. I think that's okay though if your parents are your two biggest fans. We got Freddie with us as well. We have Zara Zoom, Zaza Zoom. Who's Zaza Zoom? We got Misha with us. Misha, I got your message. Sorry, I've not been able to reply just yet, but it's cool. All is good with what you've said. You cannot hear the music. Oh. There's a lesson, isn't there? There is a lesson. How could I hear the music? You can't hear the music. Can you hear me now? Let's redo it for a second. Audio. Oh, he's done it again, hasn't he? Well, I can tell you this. Every single day is a school day. Every single day is a school day. That was a really good song as well. I like that song, if that wasn't clear. Right. Well, we're not going to start again. So we are where we are. But good morning to everyone anyway. I hope you're all doing really, really well today. I really, really do. And you'll get to hear that song tomorrow instead. I do have to check now that. Yeah, we'll just do a quick double check. Good morning to, we have, who else have we got? Sorry, I got cut off halfway through there. We have Liam Ainsworth with us. Do we really have Liam Ainsworth with us? Send us a message if you do, because the caveman doesn't often
stick around on social media. So it would be awesome if you go. We've got Janet with us and Win. You both sat next to each other watching me. You know, you can share a device as well. Like, you don't have to have your own. We have, of course, Win, you know Steph, don't you? And we've got on the other lines. I think that's it. But I'm monitoring the other channels now. Okay, so I do want to just double check. Can people hear me on this mic now? Are we working? Because we're going to go and do a tiny little bit of breath work now. And I do need to know. This is why I do checks. That sounds good to me. Yep. All right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I am cracking on, people. I'm cracking on. As Dora the Explorer, or whatever she was called in Finding Nemo, said, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So we just keep going. So. Okay. So, as ever, the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to find the pause button. The first thing we are going to do is a tiny little bit of breath work. So, people, we have started in 2 minutes. We're on to this. We will begin this show as the very first thing you do when you begin your life, which is with a breath. So, find yourself somewhere comfortable. If you wish to close your eyes, you're welcome to. Take a couple of normal breaths. And whilst you're taking a couple of breaths, just roll your shoulders a couple of times. And we're going to take a breath in to the count of 6. So breathe in. 4, 5, 6. Hold. And if you can, whilst you're holding, just roll your shoulders back one more time. And let it out with a sigh. Let it all out. Empty your lungs. Take a breath in again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. And let it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just take a couple of normal breaths. Keep your eyes closed. Maybe the day has just begun. Maybe it's the evening. But whatever time it is, it's definitely now. So just give yourself some love for the fact that you're giving yourself some love right now. And if they're the only conscious breaths you're going to do today, then just say well done to yourself. And just know you'll always be able to find some stillness in your body at any time with a little bit of breath. Okay, people. So, good morning, everybody. As ever, I'm going to begin with a little bit of a run through We have got Aaron on with us as well. We have Rihanna and Danny Jack and Scooby. Good morning. People are loving my t-shirt. This was bought to me by the one and only Cosmic Granny, who has her meditation at 111. And this is actually the first time I've worn it, and I put it on and it's really good fit. It's very cosmic, isn't it? She got it from when she was in Mexico. So let us begin. Okay, so I started these whole shows. The whole reason we do the conscious catch up is to consciously catch up on lots of things, one of which is what's going on. So I made this system here, and I made that so that it could hold everything that's going on, and people can get access to it. You can fill it in automatically. It just kind of runs and works itself. So we have it's growing quite a lot each day now. We've gone from about 6 a day. We've doubled in the last week. So I'm not going to be able to run through them all at some point in as much detail, but they're grouped into whether they're business related or whether they are, this page isn't, but it will be soon. And 1 second, I need to move this over here. I need to give them a bit of a tidy up at the minute because this is deleted because we're past that. 10th of April is today. Okay, cool. So, I always run through tomorrow morning today, so we're already past that. So we are at 12 o'clock. We got the Gaga dancers. Now they're always on twice. I think dance movement, getting your body out there. It's not all, this whole program's not about meditation. It's about anything that's going on. Most of them are free or donation based as well. 12:30 every day we have a meditation with Lavinia Sanders, and there's another meditation at the same time at 12:30. 1 o'clock, you've got Scotty Pepper. Now, he does things every couple of days. He's very much about the body and movement. And at 1 o'clock today, he's got a stretch session. So if you've been sat at home at your desk being, well, non-moving, sedentary, as Liam Ainsworth would say, if he's still with us, the king of cavemans, Liam Ainsworth. So at 1 o'clock, we've got stretch sessions. 1:11, you have the Cosmic Granny, who got me this t-shirt, doing her meditation sessions as well. Gaga dancers back at 2. But there's always seems to be a break between 2 and 5, so that you can eat. And then we have Pilates with one of the best names on this program, Heraldo Lesco. He has got Pilates at 5. 7 o'clock, you got 2 things. You got story time with Mara Menzies, which is stories for adults and children. So if you want some light entertainment for yourself, or you're trying to find a nice, soft, gentle way to get your child off to sleep, then 7 o'clock, that's for you. Immediately at the same time, we have Hatha Yoga with Richard Fowler. Bit of a break, chill out, and then you get to go to sleep with Uma Dinsmore doing Yoga Nidra, which is a calming sleep before you go to bed. So a roster of 12 things you can do today. 12 things. So if you're bored or you're looking for something to do for yourself, or you're looking to heal yourself or anything like that, check this out. We're starting to bring in business things as well. It will probably build all in a one next week. I've not had the time to put anything into it. But in the comments above, there are links for the whole week. So you can see what's on all week. There's links for today. And there's a link for a form so that anybody can fill it in and put their own offering in, whether it's business related or personal related as well. So that ultimately you can come here and just see what's on every single day to help you with marketing or advice or tax or dealing with furlough or whatever it might be. And at the same time, if you want to, chuck a bit of breath work in there as well. What's a bit of breath work when you're doing finance? I think they go hand in hand. And that is what is on for today, people. No excuses. So very quickly, we've been through that. Anyone else that has joined us? Because Les Redfern, I'm going to call you Ferdinand then. Good morning, Les. I'm not seeing you on here also. How are you doing? Tell your son to jump on here as well. I hope you and the family are all well. Really do. Okay, so today's topic of conversation is curiosity. Fear's younger brother. Fear's younger brother, younger sister, younger nephew, younger niece. Because the oldest part of our brain is the reptilian part of our brain, and it is about survival. It is primed to look for fear. Well, it's designed to look for danger in order to help us mitigate that danger, which is why it is the oldest part. It's about survival. It's older than the reprocreation part, which is the neo-mammalian. So this looking for danger is hardwired into us, but it doesn't define who we are. However, it's one of the reasons why fear can play such a big part in us. When me and Christina teach our Human 5.0 program, we talk about self-energy, and there's 8 C's of self-energy, and one of those is curiosity. And I spent a long time thinking about this, and one of the things that's become clear to me is that curiosity is one of the easiest ways to transmute fear. Because someone might say, well, the opposite of fear is like excitement, like you want to do something, and it definitely can be, but I kind of think that curiosity comes before that, because when you're in a situation and you're feeling fear, it's because you're stepping into the unknown. And curiosity is exploring the unknown. Curiosity is going, what's that? What's that over there? And I was speaking to someone the other day who was in a situation where they were potentially experiencing like elements of fear, but it was a safe-ish situation, but definitely unusual situation. So it's totally normal to have all sorts of emotions coming up. And that's when it made me realize that I wanted to share it today, is because this situation we're in, well, it's definitely not normal. Yeah, there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of conversation and narratives and uncertainty and everything that comes with that. And I think one of the most beneficial things you can do for yourself is to approach everything that you're going through right now with curiosity. Look at it and identify that you don't know what it is, and neither does anybody else, but that's okay. There's lots of things you don't know what they are. But when there's uncertainty and you don't know what something is, I think that's a combination to create more fear, because you're uncertain generally and you're doing something you don't know, or there's new things coming into your field. And it's like we get 2 + 2, but we get to 10 because our reptilian brain takes over, because we go into survival. Curiosity is what would it be considered, a prefrontal cortex? I don't know. I don't know which part of the brain curiosity would sit, but I know this, that whenever I'm feeling fear, if I can bring curiosity into that moment and go, okay, I don't know what it is, but what is it? And just look at it and prod it and poke it and observe it, immediately the fear steps aside. Because instead of being blended with the fear, like I am fearful, it's not. I feel fear, but I'm not going to let the fear dictate what I do. A bit like someone said, fear. That's it. Courage without fear is stupidity. Fear, a bit of fear is healthy, but it's about finding a way to step it aside. So today, I really wanted to just share that. Today, I wanted to go through a simple, practical way that you can just find a way to reframe any moment. And that is literally when you're finding that fear, is just to call it, is to name it. Like, okay, this is what's scaring me. What's scaring me is my shop's running out of hummus. I like hummus. My shop, which is real, we have no hummus around here. So my shop's running out of hummus, and that scares me, or whatever it might be. That's a ridiculous one, but you get the idea. Is about looking at it and going, okay, well, being curious about that. Like, why is it that I'm even bothered about it? What is it anyway? And all of a sudden, by naming it, first of all, actually saying words to name what it is, and then just being curious about, almost like holding it up like a thought form. You know, I'm scared that everyone's going to be locked up. I'm not going to be able to speak to people. Well, then say that, name it, bring it up, and then be curious about why you feel like that. And just by exploring it with curiosity, you should dissipate a lot of the fear. So I hope that helps. I want to try and just make sure I do every single day just a little nugget to just maybe help us during these times. There's a lot that we can do to build emotional resilience, to literally be able to step into everything that's going on right now with more curiosity, which I do believe will help us all transition through this time with far more grace and ease. And who doesn't want more grace and ease? I know that. Which brings me beautifully on with grace and ease to some of your own grace and ease. So I have thoroughly enjoyed singing my songs on here. Even though I've never sang for anybody until I started doing these, really, other than Christina. And it has been a beautiful exploration. And then I realized, one, I would love other people to sing because I don't want this to just be about me. And two, I was running out of songs. So I reached out to some groups, and there are some beautiful people in some beautiful groups that I have. And today is certainly no exception. And so I have a surprise guest for you and a surprise guest for me because it only got agreed 26 minutes ago, maybe even less. So it gives me pleasure. Oh, 1 second. Clicking the wrong buttons. It brings me pleasure to bring on Lucilia.
Hello,
Lucilia,
brother.
are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, no. See, we've done it again. Where is your, do you see the cog at the bottom?
The cog.
Are you on a phone or a laptop? Laptop? Thumbs up?
iPad.
iPad. In fact, let's do this. Can other people hear you? Let's have a see. Do you see the cog at the bottom? Oh, okay. So here's how this is going to work, right? Okay. Everyone else can hear you. I can't. So I don't know why, but it doesn't matter because everyone can hear her. Okay, so I'm gonna energetically and quantumly feel what you're about to sing. Yeah. And I'm gonna pick up on the fact of when you finished. I will get to listen back to it on here afterwards.
Amazing.
So the fact that people can hear you is far more important than my ears being able to hear you because I've heard you a few times, and that's why you're on here, because you're really good. So I probably, Lucilia is I'm going to put some links because it was fairly last minute. She does like mantra reggae. Her songs are just gorgeous. You know, I'm going to stop speaking. So Lucilia, give me a thumbs up if you are ready to rock and roll with a couple of songs. Yeah. All right. So do you want to do two?
I can do two.
Or one? Yeah. Do two. You've got a good, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. You spill it out however you want. I'm not going to stop you. Okay.
Okay. There might just be time for one, but
you do it. All right. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you hand over to Lucilia.
Thank you, Daniel. This is so amazing. I feel so honored to be a part of this. Such an amazing surprise. And it's so interesting what you're talking about with the fear, because I had two songs and I was trying to decide which one to do. And one of them is called Conversations with Fear. And I love the way the universe does this. So I tripped myself out because I can usually stay in quite a good place, but I watched a piece of information came to me and it totally spun me into terror. And thankfully I shared that on the group that we have. And beautiful Lucilia, thank you so much, sister. She said something so beautiful, which really took me out of it. And it was just all about not judging yourself for falling into fear, but, recognizing that it's just not the place to be in right now because of, it just really lowers the immune system and all of this stuff. But how to work with it. And this is the thing. It's like she was talking about how to just hold yourself, treat it like a little child, like a part of you that is so scared. There's a part of you that is so scared. And if you can hold that part with total love and non-judgment and just accept you with all your fear and invite it to sit with you and ask it questions and look at it and kind of engage with it with this curiosity that you're talking about, which is so perfect. It just helps to, move through it, and transform it. And, because the more we shut it out, the more it's just going to show up in our external trying to be integrated, So this song is about that process that I went through, and it's called Conversations with Fear, and it's a new song, and I really can't play it properly, so please forgive me for any mistakes. And this is a new thing. I've never done this, so I'm excited and a bit nervous. I know you're there. I feel you grip me. I watch myself plummeting down. Oh, fear, how can I hold you? How can I live with you inside me? Fear, I know I shut you down. It's hard to look right in your face. 'Cause when I do, I lose myself in you. Oh, when I do, I lose myself in you. Fear, I know you serve me. I know you're there, so I can observe me where I give away the power within me, where I'm still learning to love myself. So come here, come let me hold you, come let me see what you're wanting to show me. Here, come sit beside me. I'm ready to hear what you're waiting to show me. And when you do, I'll remember what is true. And when you do, I'll remember what is true. Oh, I am the light of love. I am the peace beyond the thought of love. Oh, I am the light of love. There's nothing to fear if I can stay here. So come here, come let me hold you, come let me see what you're wanting to show me. You're a part of me, scared little part of me that really needs me to fully accept me. I fully accept me with all the parts of me. am the peace beyond the thought of a love. Oh, I am the light of a love. There's nothing to fear if I can stay here.
Thank you, sister. That was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for joining on such short notice as well. And I'm sure it would be lovely to have you back again. I've put your details underneath if people wish to find any more of Lucilia's music or anything like that. She's on Instagram as well, and her music, I believe, is available on your website. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two albums.
And whatever she's saying as well. I can't hear that.
There's
Sorry.
2 written albums, and you can listen for free.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Okay.
Thank you
We'll
so
leave
much.
you there for now. Have a wonderful day. Go in peace. Have a really joyous space wherever you go. You're welcome to stay with us for the last little bit of breath work, and I will. I'll speak to you afterwards. Is that okay, darling?
Bless you.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
And the offer is available for other people. If you wish to sing your heart out, doesn't matter whether you think you can sing or not. Doesn't matter about anything. It's about showing up. So I really appreciate Lucilia for being available. Just worked quite perfectly, actually. So before we move on to some breath work, I do want to say that for any people who happen to be in Manchester, because this is a Manchester thing at the minute, what I'm about to share with you, I want to show you these beautiful things, because our show every single week this week is supported by Amaze Balls, which are vegan, gluten-free, raw, sugar-free cakes, and they are sublime. So I want to help her as much as I can. If you are in the market for beautiful, lovely cakes, they're stunning, absolutely tasty as sin, guilt-free as possible. And then she'll started out making these things as well, which are little raw balls. She's got all sorts of different types, pistachios. She's got a cacao and orange. She's got a Snickers cake. There's a whole range and array. So it's only for people that are in Manchester. So I appreciate it. If you're not in Manchester, then this is not for you. But if you are and you're interested, links in the description above. Simon runs a company called Amaze Balls. Highly recommend them. And so I wanted to just bring that up for this week. Now on to tomorrow. Before we go on to breathwork, I might not do a show tomorrow. I'm having a day off for the next 24 hours at least, and I'm not too sure whether that will cover tomorrow or not. So if I do, I might do, I might not. So I thought it might be a good time to ask. I'm really curious on people's opinions. Does anybody think any other times would be more suitable than 10 or 5 in the morning? If you do, I did it at 1 p.m. once, but I had like one person show up. So which I'm totally cool with, but I thought it'd be nice to kind of capture the most people anyway, so that people can hear it live. So if anyone can think of any better times, that would be, I'd lovely to find out. For Louisa, we've got some beautiful comments here. So Elaine says that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And Stefan says that was nice. My dad also plays guitar as well, so he will have really enjoyed that. I know that. So we will see if there is a show on tomorrow. And if there is, I might do it later on. I'm not too sure yet. We'll find out soon enough. So we're at the end. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. I hope you've got some lovely bits of wisdom from that. I hope you enjoyed beautiful music from Lucilia. And we will now finish and close with some lovely breath work. And then we will go into our day. So find yourself somewhere comfortable. invitation. Begin with a couple of normal breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And back in and breathing out. Begin by taking a big deep breath in, quite fast. And let it out with a sigh. And back in again. And back out with pace. And one more time. And breathing in to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold that. And whilst you're holding, just relax your shoulders a little bit. Keep it held. We're going to let it out to the count of 9. Slowly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to breathe in to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold for the count of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathe out to the count of 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathe in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just take some normal breaths. Try and keep them gentle and slow. And just check in with how you're feeling today. Maybe you started the day with a spring. Maybe you didn't. That's okay. The only time that exists is right now, in every moment. So how do you feel? It's cool however you feel. All emotions are good. The rest of the day is about to begin. It's not happened yet. Anything can change. Or maybe you're going off to sleep. Wrap your arms around your shoulders. Just give yourself a hug. Love starts with you. Love yourself, and you'll find loving other people much easier. You're welcome to remain with your eyes closed if you wish. Other than that, the show's finished. Thank you for joining me on today's Conscious Catch-Up. My name is Daniel Halenko, and I wish you a really lovely day, everyone. Take care.